What were we going about?
Nazis built the pyramids,
The
the
Nazis
aliens started the Holocaust. It's just...
We're talking about serial killers today. They're ghosts.
It's only going to get worse from here. Welcome everybody to The Calling Couple. I'm your host Gage, along with my beautiful, wonderful co-host
Sage.
And today we're going to be talking about dreams and the meanings of them, and kind of going into the different kinds of shit that you can dream about and what they could be. And just to really kick it off, I slept like shit last night. Like, I really could not sleep. So
You can't ever sleep.
yeah, it's definitely one of those that I'm just like, fuck, I'm just
when
tired.
do you have time to dream between your tossing and turning?
For real. That or stop breathing in the middle of the fucking night.
Yeah, and I have to shake you.
So let's go ahead and kick this off with the definition of a dream. A series of thoughts, images, and sensations occurring in a person's mind during sleep, or a cherished aspiration, ambition, or ideal. And of course, that's the dictionary definition of it. But like, to go on the sense of that, like, dreams themselves, man. Like, I don't think anybody has really mastered what dreams are and what they're about and all that kind of stuff.
Why can no one describe a dream?
It is very fucking hard.
It's like I'm not sure, but I'm sure. Like, my brain knows what happened, but trying to say it out loud is difficult.
Yeah.
Like, why is it difficult to explain a dream? Like, if you have a thought, you can like, oh yeah, what if you did it this way or that way? But you go to explain your dream and you're like, well, it was like this. Well, actually, it kind of wasn't like that. But like, I thought it was. But like, it didn't look that way. But I knew it was that way. And it's just like, they don't make any sense.
Yeah, so it's very crazy how dreams work. And honestly, I'm not even sure like what actually goes on in there, because like, I have some really off the wall fucking shit going on in my dreams. Like, I never can know what's gonna happen until I'm in there, and even when I'm in there, it's just like, what the fuck. Now, I will say this: there have been some movies that have done a pretty decent good job on representing some fucked up dreams and things of that nature, especially like moving slow, or falling off and right before you hit the ground you wake up and kind of shit like that. Like, those have been pretty good. But there's some other stuff in dreams that I know myself have that I'm just like, what the fuck was this shit? Like, how the fuck did this happen? And how did I get there?
For real. I got something that will fuck you up. What makes your dreams up? Your mind.
Yeah,
No, just follow me here.
Okay.
Your mind makes them up. Who experiences your dreams? Your mind does. So your mind is making your dreams up for your mind, and it's acting like, whoa, shit, I've never seen this before. You made it. You made it. You created this. How are you acting like you aren't seeing this? Like, wow, that's crazy. You made it up. What do you mean that's crazy?
Yeah, no shit, man. I'm just like, how the fuck does this happen when I'm doing nothing but trying to fucking just relax and shut my body down? But that's the thing, is your body never really truly shuts down. You're always fucking doing stuff.
Physically, yeah.
Yeah.
Your body is supposed to shut down physically. That's why people have sleep paralysis. It's because they wake up before their body can wake up.
Yeah, and we could actually talk about that real quick, of what's the difference between sleep paralysis and the hell is that supernatural phenomenon that happens?
Paralysis demon?
Yes, thank you.
It's the same thing.
Is it?
I think so, yes.
I don't know, because, I mean, sleep paralysis I always felt was more of like, you're conscious, but you're not, your eyes ain't open and stuff like that, so you can't really move, but you're able to hear everything going on around you. Almost like astral projecting, but without being asleep.
No, real sleep paralysis is when you wake up and your body is still in shutdown mode. Because your body goes in shutdown mode when you sleep, to keep you from, doing the things you're doing in your dreams. Like, when you're reaching out in your dreams, it keeps your body still from actually reaching out. But from your brain telling your body what you're doing in your dream. So it shuts it all down. Sleep paralysis is when you consciously wake up, but your body is still subconscious. It's still under that paralysis. It's still under sleep paralysis.
Okay.
And that the paralysis demon thing is when people are still seeing stuff from inside their dreams outside, even though they're awake.
Huh.
And then, of course, supernatural people, are like, there's an actual demon there. And they're sitting there and they're looking at you and they're the one holding you down, I'm like, I understand that. I get that. I believe in stuff like that. But sleep paralysis is actually your body protecting itself. There isn't a paralysis demon.
Well, if you guys haven't figured out, I'm not no fucking doctor of sleep. I mean, I don't deal with a lot of this. I just do my own fucking thing of what I deal with in my own dreams. And Jesus Christ, there's some fucked up shit. Like, I have one dream.
I'm not saying there's not an actual demon down there, like a succubus or something, to stand there watching you in your sleep paralysis going, you can see me, but you can't fucking move. This is hilarious.
Jesus Christ. Well, that's nightmare fuel. Yeah, I was going to say, like, there was one dream I had that, I mean, I fucking literally just passed out in the middle of the day. Like, I sat down on the bed, next thing I know, I was passed out. And I had a dream about, I don't even know where it fucking came from, but it was like Freddy Krueger, like a massive head of Freddy Krueger, and I was like itty bitty to him. And then I see another person standing right in front of him, and he just fucking closes one nostril with a finger and snorts the dude up in one nostril, and then closes that nostril he snorted him up in, and then spat out his blood and everything on the other nostril. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, where the
I know. And your mind made that up, dude.
Yeah, I know, and I'm just like, where the fuck did that come from?
Right?
It was so weird. I was just like, okay, all right. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Just like, holy shit. But let's move on from that subject real quick. Let's go to
the whole subject is dreams.
True.
So we're not moving from any subject.
We're slowly gonna be trying to crawl through muddy sand, like we would in a dream, trying to run to an area to get to it.
What are you trying to get to?
I don't know. We'll just see. I mean, fuck that. This episode's gonna be just like a dream. It's gonna be all over the fucking place, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck? How did I even get here? And why can't I control what's happening?"
Like, why is none of this what they're saying makes sense? Because we're describing dreams, and that's how it goes. Damn it.
Yep. So here's something that a lot of people say that they can do, and that they have these abilities to, is they can control their dreams and how it goes and what they can do.
Lucid dreaming.
Yes, lucid dreaming. And like, what do you think of lucid dreaming and what people are able to do with that?
Well, I think it's bullshit and it's unfair because I can become very aware I'm dreaming,
mm-hmm.
but I can't lucid dream. I mean, I can to a degree, but I cannot control the things in my dreams, even after I figured out it's a dream. Like, I can stay in the dream if I want to. Like, I can stay there. You know how sometimes when you decide, like, oh shit, I'm dreaming, and then like it makes you wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I can realize I'm dreaming and stay there. That's about as far as lucid dreaming I can get. I'll be like, okay, so I'm dreaming. I can fly. I can fly, and then I can't fly. I can't fly. I can run. No, can't run. It's like once I become aware I'm in a dream, it becomes harder. It becomes more sticky mud, you know? Like, it's trying to keep me right there where I'm at in the dream. Like, oh, don't detour from the dream. Don't do it. Like, damn it, she's became aware. Smack her. Bury her in the mud.
Oh, good Lord.
But how about you?
Me, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's lucid dreaming or not, but I mean, there's times where, like, I'll have reoccurring dreams, and sometimes it's the ones where I can fly, and once I know I can fly, I just start doing it all the fucking time in there. And but a lot of times it's either horror shows or it's fucking things that I've never really seen before, or if I've seen it, I don't ever fucking remember it until it pops up in these dreams. But as for lucid, like moving around and controlling it, I doubt it. I don't think I do, because most...
If you can fly on command, that is the most lucid. That's what everyone wants to be able to do in lucid dreaming.
I mean, I can, sure. I mean, but it's not like I can do it every fucking night. it only happens whenever I have
When you
dreams
become
that
aware, yeah.
yeah, when I have dreams that, well, it's usually a recurring dream. It's it's the same kind of scenario.
Okay, well then, is
And,
it even lucid? Is
Um,
it? Are you aware you're dreaming and then you fly, or is it just a flying dream you have?
Sometimes I do become aware where I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming. Okay, cool, and then I'll start doing it. But a lot of times, if I'm doing it, I'm just kind of like fighting myself with
Because
doing it.
sometimes in those reoccurring dreams, your brain has decided it's a memory, and so instead of you becoming aware, you just do what you did last time in the dream. So if you became aware last time and you started flying, your mind will just make you fly. So you never became lucid, you just flew because it was now a memory.
Hmm. Hmm.
So there's a difference between becoming aware during a reoccurring dream and just replaying what you did last time.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of replays because it's like I said, it's always the same dream. It always starts out the same way, and it always continues to go on the same path.
Yeah.
And it's not just the flying. Like I've had like okay, so we're gonna switch over to reoccurring dreams now. Reoccurring dreams, I have that quite a bit.
I got some for you too.
To where it is all the time. If I know, as soon as I go into that dream and I'm just like sitting there, just like, this just feel, oh fuck, I'm in this one again. And I'll sit there and be like that. I'll be like, fuck, I'm here again. All right, let's
Okay.
do this.
I got one for you. I don't know if it would be memory or not because it does change and I can change it easily. I can't fly on command, but when I become aware, I can summon things. And the one thing I always am able to summon when I've become aware I'm dreaming is a freaking house. I'm like, oh shit, I'm dreaming, which means I should be near the house. And I'll look around and there the house will be. And I'll go in and then it's my dream house. Not like a dream I wish, not the house of my dreams, I wish I want to be here. No, it's a fucking terrifying, scary house. But I'm not scared of it. It's just like when I'm awake in the real world, I think back to that house and I'm just like, why am I always happy to be there? That would be a very scary place to be in real life because it's an abandoned house.
Right.
Like very, like, I mean, it's structurally sound, but, you know, the outside world has taken it over. Like the furniture is covered with moss and stuff and there's crap all over the floor. Not poop, but like there's like
things all over the floor and
things
shit.
are growing everywhere. So and things are like falling apart in the house and all kind of stuff. And I know where all these little nook and crannies are in this house and stuff. And there's this one room that's full of freaking antiques and shit. But anyways, I can always find that house once I become lucid. I'm like, oh shit, this is a dream. My house is here. And then I'll turn around and there the house is.
You know that
It's like an escape. If I'm having a bad dream and I realize I'm dreaming, I can just go to that house and I'm good. But I can't fucking fly.
Now here's something. Like, do you ever have those dreams where you see something all the time, but you can't really see what it is, and every time you go after it, it keeps evading you, and no matter what you do, you cannot catch it, but you know there's something there because it keeps catching the corner of your eye in your dream.
Yes, my fucking god, yes. But it's not the corner of my eye. It's right under something. It's can't quite reach it. Like reaching through a fence, and you can't quite get it.
Yeah.
Now that's always what it is. And it's like always like under these stairs. If I could just reach through the stairs, I could reach it and all that. Like, okay, well I'll go around the stairs. Oh no, there's more stuff here. I got to reach through it and all that. I can never get to whatever it is. It's not the corner of my eye. It's I just can't get to it.
Yeah, and that I have the same thing of like I'll sit there and I'll see something and like run into the closet with a bunch of jackets and shit.
Wait, run?
Yeah, like it'll quickly.
It moves?
Yeah, quickly.
No, fuck that. No, I'm not chasing no living thing in my house.
Oh, I don't. I mean, I just see it move quickly.
It moves. It moves, Gage. It's alive.
Well,
what the fuck are you chasing in your dream?
I don't know. I've had this thing for several years of trying to catch it, and I've never caught it. But it's always been one of those like it moves real quickly,
Dude.
and then whenever it goes into a closet with a bunch of jackets and shit, and I'm trying to move the jackets out of the way, but I can never fucking get enough jackets moved.
There's always so
to
many
get to
jackets.
it. And by the time I start to get close, I wake up and I'm like, fuck.
Next time, try to remember that the jackets aren't there. Instead of moving the jackets, just push through them. Like, go through the jacket. I know.
If you can do that, let me fucking know.
I know, right? Like, if it's a lucid dream, why can't you just go through the jackets?
Why do you gotta be driving when you're dreaming? Like, why the
No,
fuck?
I hate driving when I'm dreaming. I can't stop the car, ever. I can hit the brakes as hard as I want, but the car will always keep crawling. It'll always keep moving. It never stops. My car will not stop. I will smack on those brakes, and the car never stops. And I just roll right into traffic or roll over something, and the car just won't stop.
Yeah.
So I can't ever get out because the car won't stop.
Or sometimes if I hit the brakes, it feels like my foot goes through the floor, and then the car's still moving. Like it's so fucking weird.
Like, why won't I stop? Does the car stop for you?
Oh, I don't. I would say no because I can't fully remember. I just remember things are not going the way I want them to.
Oh no, as soon as you said driving the car, I remember all my car dreams. Like, I'm always on a road trip, I'm always lost, and I can't stop the car. I can't get a hold of anybody because I'm driving, you know, like, it's scary. I hate car dreams. Those are nightmares for me, is car dreams.
Okay, so we're going to go into nightmares then. Let's go into...
I hate some nightmares, man.
Let's go into nightmares. Like,
it's a little scary for me.
Right as we're about to get into this, won't you guys go ahead and pause this, leave us a comment down below of a nightmare or a recurring nightmare that fucks with you, and tell us what you think. Or you can leave us an email at thecallingcouplepod@gmail.com. We'd love to hear about it, because we have some nightmares that really do fuck with us, and we're going to talk about them real quick, but we'd like to hear from you. So, alright, so with nightmares, what is the ones that fuck with you the most?
Well, what do you think, man? The ones where I can't find my kids.
Yeah.
Those are the ones, man. Oh, they fuck me up.
Or they're right there in your grasp, but you can't fully get to them. Like, you can see them and you're trying as hard as you can, and then by the time you get so close, you wake up and you're just like, what the fuck? Or they just disappear right there in front of you, and then all of a sudden your subconscious is like, no, they got put over here, so now you gotta go over there and get them. It's like, I was just there.
I hate those freaking dreams, man.
But nightmares, yes.
They fucking scare me. I'm just like over here, just like, fucking hate those dreams where I can't get to my babies.
So a nightmare is a frightening or unpleasant dream, or a terrifying or very unpleasant experience or prospect, and a person, thing, or situation that is very difficult to deal with. I think that's just adulting. Like, that's a fucking nightmare on its own.
Exactly. That's a terrifying prospect, adulting.
But, so that's the definition of a nightmare. And nightmares, man, there's some fucked up ones. I think I have some fucked up ones, but then I hear stories of, stories of serial killers or murderers or criminals in general that have way more fucked up nightmares than what the average person does.
Ooh. You want to know what my nightmares do to me, bitch? You want to know what these fuckers do? They take my worst two fears and put them together. My reoccurring nightmares, they're slightly different every time, but it's the same basis. Okay, so my two biggest fears are not being able to reach my children and drowning. Drowning has been one forever. That's been my biggest fear since even before I had kids. And then when I had kids, that became my biggest fear, is not being able to find my kids or losing my kids. So of course my brain goes, you know what? Let's fuck her up. Let's make her kids drown right in front of her. And so yeah, I can't reach my children and they're drowning.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, those are my nightmares. And I have them a lot. A lot.
I know that there's people probably sitting here just like, maybe you guys need to call BetterHelp or some kind of therapy to get you through it. And it's like,
every parent has these nightmares, man. Ain't no therapy helping nothing.
Yeah, and honestly, you really can't. Like, I have some similar style nightmares. Not
You're
as
telling
like
me you
that.
haven't had a nightmare of the kids being eaten by a giant spider?
No, I haven't had that. I've had more of like, the one that I have reoccurring. It is a reoccurring dream. I've had it at least 4 times already, and it's one where it's all of us, our family, and some of our other family members, our cousins and stuff, were all on a little vacation trip, and then all of a sudden, I don't know how, and I think I know why, but the character that is after us is kind of just like an unstoppable force, and it's as soon as I see that we're there, I'm like, oh fuck.
No, you know what's gonna happen.
Yep, we know. I know what's gonna happen.
I hate that.
Because
the foreboding in a dream, because you just know.
By the fourth time I've had this dream, I knew what was gonna happen, and I knew the mistakes I did last time, so I was trying to undo them this time. Last time, or the last 3 times, it was all about trying to get everybody out of there, and nobody was willing to listen to me. And then this time, it was more of like, I'm just trying to get you and the girls out of there. I was like, fuck everybody
the rest
else.
Of you, y'all running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Fuck you guys, I'm saving my family.
Yeah, because, I mean...
And we're not any better, I'm sure.
Well, the person that was fucking chasing us was Jason Voorhees.
Of course.
And anybody that fucking knows, he is an unstoppable fucking force.
Yeah, he ain't stopping. He can walk right through anything.
This time I sat there and I said, fuck it. I am throwing other family members in the fucking way so I can get my family out of here. I realized I was like, fuck it, I'm doing this.
I'm done with this dream. And you're all dying.
Every time we get into the RV to get the fuck away, we have that chance. All of a sudden he's there and I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, it's like he just blips, you know? I fucking hate it. I hate that.
Well, that's because he does that in the actual movies and shit where he'll just come out of fucking nowhere and you're just like, how the fuck?
No.
So, yeah, it's one of those that I cannot beat him.
Surprisingly. Do you want to know? See, okay. Those are called, I call those my action dreams. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, lights, camera, action. Okay? Because for some freaking reason, if there is an actual villain in my dreams, it becomes a movie. I'm just like, oh shit, we gotta defeat this fucker, woo! Like, and all of a sudden I got guns, and I got a belt, and I'm not even me no more. You know, like somehow I'm an action hero, and I'm rescuing my children, who are just some kids I'm rescuing, and I'll have a couple other family members with me, and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes. I don't know how this happens, but you were always not right there. You're always like, yes, okay, that's a perfect description. You are the checkpoint.
Oh.
You know? I have to get everyone I have with me in my group to you. Because once we're to you, we're safe. So that you are the checkpoint. I gotta get these motherfuckers who are panicking to you. And once I'm to you, we're safe. You know? Like, you are the checkpoint. So once we're to you, we're safe.
Yeah, I know that, and it's fucking...
It's always zombies, too.
And my thing is, like, I hate those dreams where I'm having such a good dream, and then all of a sudden it twists real quick.
No.
And then, like...
Because you had a bad thought.
Yeah, like, dreaming is like if you were to take LSD, and then you had a bad fucking trip.
Yeah,
it could be the greatest fucking thing, and then one little minute grain of salt drops.
Tiniest
everything's gone.
Thought.
Everything is fucking ruined.
I know. I've had a lucid dream before where it's good, okay? It's X-rated good. I'm having a good dream.
Oh, we're going to get into those.
Are we? Okay, well, before we get there, this one's going to backtrack. Okay. So, I was having a good X-rated dream, and I became lucid during it. I was like, oh shit, this is a dream. Thank God it's not one of those dreams. And boom. Turned right into one of those dreams.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, thank God it's not one of my nightmares. Boom, nightmare. Oh, you mean this? Drowning children. Ah! My babies. And I wake up crying.
Yeah.
Why did you do this to me, brain?
Yeah,
now you're making us cry over it? You did it!
Like, it's so weird. Like, I'll have dreams where I'm like, finally, like, I won the lotto and I'm starting to become successful and all this and that. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And the next thing I know, I slip off of a tall building and I'm falling out. I'm like, what the fuck?
That sucks.
Now, with that being said,
I've never had a rich dream.
Yeah, I've had several.
I have so many dreams that I'm not me. Like, I'm not Sage. You know, like I'm like some other character my brain made up. Like, how does my brain make a whole other person?
You know, that's a good point because somebody had stated, I remember reading or hearing about this many, many years ago, and it always fucked with me because it didn't make sense that Your brain does not make up faces. You can never make up or dream up a face that you've never seen before. And I'm sitting there just kind of like...
That is bullshit. I don't know
Yeah.
who made that up, but they're liars.
But it was an actual fucking article that was
that
done.
can't be true. Those people who said that have never read a book.
And that's exactly what I was about to say. Like, to me, that makes no fucking sense because we would never have cartoon characters.
Yeah.
We would never have, like you said, books. We would never have definitions of what actors are supposed to look like in movies.
Then,
we would never
you're
have
just imagining
robots.
faces you've seen before. And that's some fucking bullshit.
Right. And that's where I'm just like, okay, I get it. I mean, I see where you're coming from, where you would concept and reconstruct people that you've seen over the years to create something. But you're telling me that we had the guy from the Goonies. I can't remember his fucking name. The Hey You Guys.
Yeah.
We had him from someone's imagination of seeing something, which we probably did. But at the same time, it's just like our brain thinks all the time, and it's always thinking of different things to add to something, whether we've seen it somewhere else or any of that.
Prepared.
Yeah.
It has to be prepared for what's going to happen next. So of course your brain can make up stuff.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, is like our technology, our inventions, our things that we use around the house and everything, it had to be thought up. So if we can make those things,
I got a good one.
why can't we fucking make up faces? Is all I'm meaning.
Exactly. So stupid. Speaking of your brain being prepared for things in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Future. Cognitive dreams. Dreams that you dream of things that might happen in the future, or things that do happen in the future, and then once they happen, that's exactly what I'm doing. Dreams that happen in the future, and then they become deja vu.
Yep. So that's actually where I was going to lead into next was deja vu. And we're going to really dive into this one because I like deja vu. I love the conspiracy around it and some of the theories that are added with it. So deja vu, the definition of deja vu, if you guys don't know, is a feeling of having already experienced the present situation or a tedious familiarity. And like I've had several deja vus. It happens quite often. I mean, not every day, but it happens more than I realize. Mm-hmm. And deja vu, a good way to put it is like you dream of something and you dream of it and you're living it with very, very hardcore feelings and all, like you are doing this in real life. Like it feels real to you, and then one day in your real life you actually do it, and it brings you back to that dream to where you're like, holy shit, I've already done this, like what the fuck.
And you can pre-guess what's fixing to happen next, and then it does.
And a lot of times if you try to guess it or try to call deja vu, it actually changes.
Yeah, because in that past moment when you experienced it, you didn't say, oh shit, deja vu, and you didn't say, oh, I know what's going to happen next. So in that moment, when you say, I know what's going to happen next, or when you say, oh shit, deja vu, you've changed it. You changed it right there.
And this is where we're going to go into the diving of parallel universes.
I knew that's where you're going to go with this.
But honestly, you know how like everybody, all the millennials and shit are like, dude, I remember when Taco Bell used to be extravagant, McDonald's used to be badass. I remember this being this way, and everything now is all dark and gloomy. I honestly think it was because several people at one point had a deja vu about 9/11 and started calling it as it was happening, and we didn't stay on path with that. We split. Like, that to me is what a deja vu is where you see it and you start to call it, but then once you see and recognize it, you split into something else. So you think there wasn't
a mass deja vu and it split the universe?
Yes, because everybody was so paranoid about 1999, the end of the world and all this and that, Y2K, that they were so paranoid about that people started having deja vu premonitions of...
they had premonitions of 9/11 during the Y2K.
Yep.
So they didn't know when it was coming, though. So everyone was paranoid during Y2K.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it actually did happen, 9/11 actually happened, that's when everyone who was paranoid back during Y2K was like, oh shit, deja vu. And then there was a split.
Yep. And now we're into this depressive, horribly modified reality that we live into to this day. And nothing has ever
All
been...
y'all deja vu motherfuckers.
Yeah, nothing has been the same since then. And
hey, but a lot of us are trying to get it back. I mean, like, we're bringing back 90s style just to get a little taste of that past
okay, so
timeline.
you want to bring things back? Fine. You're doing it the wrong way, though.
They are. They.
You're doing it very wrong. You're bringing back style and clothing and all this and that.
I think if they do that, then we'll bring back the timeline.
Yeah, but that's not going to bring back the timeline. What bring back the timeline is the power to the people, and you got to really try to bring back the power of the people by taking back your rights from the
government. But not to get political or anything.
Yeah.
Dreams, people, dreams. They're talking about dreams.
I have a dream.
Not the dream.
Oh, okay.
Not the dream.
Okay,
Just
but no,
dreams.
that's where I feel that deja vu is that once you realize and recognize it, it becomes a alternate reality because you have fucked up the course of whether it's your timeline or the mass timeline.
Mm-hmm.
You never know, but if once you recognize it, you may fuck that up.
And you know why I believe that so much? Because we've believed it for a long time, and then out of fucking nowhere, there's a whole movie about it.
You mean the movie with Denzel Washington
No.
called Deja Vu?
Well, maybe. I'm
No.
talking about Doctor Strange. Madness in the Multiverse. Oh, it's just a dream. It's not dreams. It's another timeline. It's another...
Oh, yeah. Another multiverse.
It's another you. It's
Yeah.
another universe. It's you in another universe.
And which that has been the theory of deja vu for many decades, and it is a very strong theory because now people that can sit here and say, well, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that there's multiple universes of us out there, all this and that. Well, for one, you're still on that whole ideology that God only made us and that's it. Well, guess what? We've been told by multiple governments aliens exist. So if that's the case, we're not the only things he created if you believe in God. If you don't,
Dude,
we're not the
also-
only things that are created. So what makes you think we're the only universe with us around?
Okay, and if you want to go that route, okay. So, I mean, you want to go biblical. It talks about the righteous path,
Mm-hmm.
the path God set out for you, but then He gave you free will to choose which path you wanted to go down. What do you think those paths are? They're different multiverses. They're different versions of you who took one of those paths. You took every single one of those paths. You are just consciously on this one right here.
Yeah, and that's where some people I've heard over the years tell me, like, we're set on one path. We're destined for one path, and that's all we're set for. But
If that were true, we wouldn't have deja vu.
right, or we wouldn't have the ultimate deal called the butterfly effect, where a slight little change here can change the course of how things go. And it's the same concept of you can do one little thing, and it will set you on a different path than what your main line is supposed
but then those
to be.
people will be like, well, that little butterfly thing was meant to happen. And I was like, you couldn't make a small change and then cosmically change everything in the world. Because that's how it happens.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was always meant to happen, you couldn't. Someone couldn't randomly change one thing and then affect everything, and then everything go back to how it was supposed to be. That doesn't happen. Once
Right.
it changes, it's changed.
Yep, you
It
can't
doesn't
fix
go
it.
back.
Yeah, you cannot go back. If
Which
they
means-
figured out time machines, then we could probably do something, but that would cause more damage than just letting the ripple effect happen.
Yeah. You know, there's lots of people who are like, well, what if someone went back in time? What if they did invent time machines and someone went back in time and fixed 9/11? There probably is a version of this world where they did. But we're living in the one that they didn't.
I think that if 9/11 didn't happen, that our government would already enslave us right now. Or we'd be enslaved by another country because of bad deals and shit like that. Now, we're already on that verge of that shit, but without 9/11 happening and we lose all those people, we'd be set on a fucking
Dreams.
course. Well, okay, I'm saying with the whole deja vu and parallel universes
I'm trying
and
to
shit.
too, but I keep getting on that government.
Right. I'm just saying that no matter how we look at it, even if 9/11 didn't happen, we might be worse off than where we are now. Or we might be better. We don't know.
We don't know.
But the only thing is we know that it happened. We put ourselves on this path, but we can change how this course continues.
Actually, I think some people have done breakdowns, YouTube videos and stuff about that dug deep into where the government system was sitting at the time, where the stock market was, where inflation was, where freedom was and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like where everything was sitting at 9/11. What 9/11 changed itself.
Yeah.
And then someone said, if 9/11 never happened, here's where it would have all went. I think someone has made a video about that. Like who was in power, who was making moves at the time, where we would be now.
His name was Dick Cheney, and he really changed our entire course of our nation by the way he fucking handled shit.
And I'm saying, like, if 9/11 hadn't happened, would have he been able to change the course?
If 9/11 hadn't happened, no, because that was the moment he got the authority to be in full control for a few days, and those few days fucked everything up. Fucked everything up. It was bad. Very, very bad. He was making calls and decisions all by himself. No counsel, no other people to be around to really consider of throwing in like, hey, wait, what about this option, all this and that. No, he had that full power and he ran it.
So
if you guys want to learn more about that, you can watch Dick Cheney's movie Dick, or you can go and do some studying from Last Podcast on the Left. They do a whole series about him. He is fucking insanely scary.
Okay, so that's the butterfly effect, which has nothing to do with dreams.
No, it doesn't. But like I said, this is going to be like a dream. We're going to be all over the fucking place. We're going to be hitting everything.
We're trying to get back.
Yep.
Sorry. Apologize.
Right. So with deja vus, though, I think that, honestly, if you recognize your own deja vu, you just change the course of where you could be. Whether it's good or bad, you set something in motion that you shouldn't have been meddling with. You should have just let played out.
Mm-hmm. Also, but on another deja vu thing, sometimes, like you said, your mind needs to try to be aware of what's going to happen next for you. It has to prepare for what's going to happen in your future.
Mm-hmm.
If your life is very predictable, I'm not going to say boring, but predictable, and your mind is like 10 steps ahead, it knows what's going to happen next, and wants to prepare you for that, and all that, it's going to show you things that are like, hey, this is going to happen, so that you know. Because circumstances, like your life this is the way you're living your life, so this is going to happen.
Right.
And it's pretty easy things. Like, I'll give you some examples of my deja vu. So stupid, the most not going to help me at all kind of deja vus, where I can even remember the time I dreamt about it. Back when we were dating, I had a random ass dream that I was feeling really, really sick. I was taking a shower and trying to shave my legs, and I couldn't for some reason.
Mm.
And that was back when we were dating.
Right.
Then, flash forward about 4 years. 4? 3?
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. Pregnant with Keela.
Mm.
Or pregnant with her oldest.
Mm-hmm.
I am... Oh, wait, I would go back to the dream. I was in a random shower I didn't recognize. And I was trying to shave my legs, and I couldn't, and I was really sick, and I was kind of crying.
Mm-hmm.
Flash forward, pregnant with my oldest. We are in Alabama. We are in my in-laws. I'm in my in-laws shower. I am incredibly pregnant. I can't reach my legs, and I am going into labor. And I'm like, holy shit! This is that moment my dream was trying to warn me about. This is what my brain was like. Hey, just so you know, this is fixing to happen. This is the most unhelpful dream ever. Yes, you warned me. I got you, brain. Thanks a lot. But this doesn't help me at all. Like, where's my lottery numbers?
Now, some people will sit here and say that deja vus are your way, your brain, your subconscious is able to tap into the future, which gives them more of that argument that you are set on the destined path that you're on. There is no changing it.
Yeah.
I do believe that it is your way of seeing into the future a little bit. I think it is very, very cool that your brain creates that for you. So when it happens, you're kind of caught off guard, but you're just really like, holy shit, I've already done this. So to me, I think because we don't have our brains completely unlocked. Like,
Oh, hell no.
we hold so much back in our brain because it's not fully unlocked, it's not fully developed, and we don't have all of its potential. But to know that, yeah, we probably could see into the future. If we had our brains unlocked even more, like some people who have that photographic memory that can always remember everything that they've ever seen or read.
Oh, yeah.
And
They've got a part of their brain unlocked. Man.
Right, that is a part of your brain unlocked, and they are very fucking fortunate. I am so envious of that, but at the same time, I feel that would be a curse at the flip side of that coin, because they can never forget the way somebody looked if they were standing next to their bedside. They can never forget the hateful things that they had to grow up with or the bad situations they had to deal with. They'll never be able to forget those things. Whereas some people, most of the people nowadays who had those issues, those traumas, they can suppress them and forget about them. But people with that kind of brain power can't ever get rid of that shit. Now, for like your knowledge and stuff, yes, it can help you become a very smart and successful person, but there is flaws and drawbacks to having that as well. But I do believe that when you have a deja vu dream, you are subconsciously seeing into the future of your own future.
Yeah.
And that is going to be a pivotal moment for you to decide whether you want to continue or change.
Well, I don't know what I could have changed in that shower. I was already in labor.
No, but that was a life-changing moment for you.
It was a life-changing moment. It was the day I went into labor and I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, and that's why it was a life-changing moment. It wasn't that you can control it. It was one that this is somebody else's life that is about to come out.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. I like that. You know how I figured out when I'm going to have a deja vu dream and when it's just a normal dream? I am hyper-realistic. I am me. I am my real name.
Yep.
In my dreams, I'm never actually my true self. I'm always a character my mind has made up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, me, obviously, everyone's themselves, but I am not who I am in the real world. Like, I can be a version of me, or I can be a totally made-up character. Like, not even Sage anymore. Like, sometimes I can even be some dude from a movie I watched recently. But when I am first name, last name, me, that's when I know I'm having, and I'll wake up from it, and I'll be like, that's a moment. That's a future moment right there. And I'll know it is before, and when I wake up, I'll know that that's going to happen soon. But it's always like something silly in real world, you know? It's never like lottery numbers or someone gets shot and dies or anything. It's like me walking across my grandma's lawn and I get chased by a dog, you know? And then it happens and it's just my grandma's dog.
I can remember my very first deja vu, like the one that I can actually say was a deja vu that I lived it and I'm like, what the fuck? I was 8 years old. And
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
I remember because it fucked with me for the longest time. I didn't know what it was, and I was like, what the fuck? I already lived this. And so, like, and all it was, and it was something so mundane, so, like, everyday fucking shit. And all it was I dreamt that I was walking down my school hallway, and I passed a line of kids, and I high-fived one of them. That's all it fucking was. I mean, I remember the smell in my dream. I remember all of this shit. And then, like, a few months later, it happened. And I was like...
Was it even a pivotal moment for you, though? Or was it a pivotal moment for the kid you high-fived?
I don't know. I have no idea. But when I did it, I was like, wait a minute. I already did this. What the fuck's going on? Like, the kid was wearing a fucking white T-shirt and shit. Like, I remember that. But I'm just like... I already did all this. So at 8 years old, I had no idea what a deja vu was until years later. And then I'm just like, so that's what that was.
See, a lot of people, when they say they have deja vu, and it is, you know, we've already lived this, you know, they don't remember when they last lived that. They're like, well, I'm living it right now, so I can't have lived it before. So, like, they don't remember dreaming it.
Yeah.
So, like, I always remember dreaming my deja vus. Like, people say, oh, deja vu, it must have happened before. Meaning it happened right now in real life. And I'm like, no, deja vu is things that happened in your dreams that suddenly happen in the real world. That's where deja vu comes from. You dreamt it, and then it actually did happen. That's what I believe deja vu is. Some people don't think that. They think it actually happened in real life, and then the Matrix glitched, and they had to redo it. And that's why people believe we live in a Matrix.
Yeah, I've never believed in the Matrix theory. I mean, there's some things that are just questionable, but I've never, like, full-on believed, we're in the Matrix. We are going to be on Neo. No, actually, we'd be more of just
they don't believe in
a
that
dead battery. Like, come on.
I don't think they believe in that Matrix. Like, not the movie Matrix.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
It's a type of Matrix. It's some kind of binary system we all live in.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, and does it really fucking matter?
Nothing matters.
Honestly, that's what I love about that movie, The Matrix, is the first one where the guy who betrays everybody.
Yeah, the reason he does it is
because he's just like, I just want to go back.
I know this isn't steak, but my brain tells me it tastes like it, and I don't care that it's not real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I'm there, buddy.
Yeah, it's better to live in the fantasy, and if this is our fantasy, then we might as well make the best of it and do what we got to do. Because fuck it, man. Like, if
I know the life I have isn't paradise, it's not the best, but why is it not okay for me to just be comfortable?
Yeah.
Like, why do I always gotta fight for something?
Yeah, because if I woke up and the actual reality is what it is in the movie The Matrix, where we're cold, having to fight these robots, all this and that, I'd rather come back here where sex is good, food is going to be amazing, alcohol is available, and we don't have things chasing you down to kill you all the fucking time. If you die, it's just random coincidences or something you cause for yourself. I don't need a fucking machine to chase after me. I mean, Jesus
Even
Christ.
if they want
Now I'm going to have a dream of a vibrator chasing me down.
Oh my God.
It's just going to be, I'm going to be like, oh my God, trying to run away from it.
When I read to go to sleep, and I'm going to pull one out and go zzz in your ear so you can hear it.
It's the Verminator.
First of all, even if they won that war and the machines all got broke down, they're still having to live in that world.
Yeah.
That broken world with no sunshine and rebuild it all. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Please put me back in the Matrix.
Yeah, I would take the Matrix over Zion any fucking day. Any goddamn day of the week.
It's sad. It's so sad to say, but it's so true.
But here's
like, you would choose Zion over freedom? Or you would choose Matrix over freedom? Sadly, yes. I think I would.
Now here goes the next fucking theory of that. You get pulled out into Zion. You win the war, all this and that. What if you die and you wake up and you're part of another fucking machine? That it was never done. It was
I thought that's how the newest Matrix was going to go.
Honestly, I thought so too, but
I thought they were going to make them all think they won the war and then put them back in.
But we're getting off track here, so let's get back to it.
Dreams.
Now we're going to get into the behind the curtain at the movie store subject now, as we're going to end this.
Dreams,
yes, we're going to end this one with the X-rated. So if you don't want to listen to it, go ahead and leave.
But you know you want
to. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about X-rated, or AKA wet dreams, if you still have them. But, most time they're just X-rated. And sometimes they're pretty fucking good. Pretty good shit. Like, better than porn at some points. Like, because most time you're fucking involved with it.
I always thought wet dreams were a dude thing.
They typically are. I think some women have had some moisty, wet wake-ups, but...
And I was like, ladies, have you ever actually had an X-rated dream where you actually, like...
climaxed?
Did you come? Like, was the dream so good you came? Because, like, men say that it is. Like, have you?
Me? Well, fuck, back when I was a young teenager, but not anymore.
Oh, you haven't as an adult?
No.
Boo. That sucks.
No, I mean...
Sorry, my body craves the real thing. Even in a dream, it knows it's not real.
No, there's some times where it's like, you like, if I'm going to, like, suck on a titty or grab a titty or something, for somehow, I can actually... For somehow. I can actually feel...
Oh, yeah.
Feel it.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Soft. Little...
Yeah, I'm just like, how the fuck?
Soft titties.
How the fuck? And then I wake up and my hand's on my own titty, and I'm just like... Makes sense. No.
No, I say that. Makes sense.
But no, I mean, yeah, it's so crazy how your brain can actually give you the sensation that you're really touching and doing those things, and it's just like,
I don't want to get a little X-rated, but that's why babies put everything in their mouths, because you can look at something that you've never put your mouth on, but you know exactly what it would feel and taste like. That's why babies do that, is because they, like, if you look at something and you say, like, if you ran your hand down it, your hand knows exactly what it's going to feel like.
Yeah.
That's how your dreams do that, is because your body, your mind knows exactly the feel, taste, and touch of something.
I know, but it's so cool that they add that in there to where it gives you the extra level of realism inside your dream, because even though you don't know how you got there or how you got into this situation, you're just sitting there just like, yeah, no, this is what it would feel like. This is exactly how it is, all this and that.
Yeah, your senses are in your dream. I don't care what no one says. Like, oh, you can't actually feel pain in your dreams. Yes, you can. I have been hurt in my dreams many times.
Yeah, if you can't feel pain in your dreams, then why would you have nightmares? And if you were to have nightmares, why are you running? Because it's your sense of pain that's coming.
Why are you running?
Yeah, it's your sense of pain that's coming because you know what pain is and you know that thing's coming to hurt you, so you automatically...
Like I've had dreams where my hand is like just smashed to pieces and broken, and I'm just like screaming in pain and all that, and I wake up and my hand hurts and I'm like crying and all that, even though there's nothing wrong with my hand at all. Like I'll wake up and I'm like, why does my hand feel like it actually hurts? That was not real. You know?
Now, some of those sex dreams, I'm just like, is that me? And like, when I fall asleep, is that somebody else who fell asleep in their reality, but I took over to wake them up, and they did, and I'm doing all this, so they're like, the people that they're wanting to fuck, they're fucking, and I'm just sitting here like, holy shit, like, who the fuck is this? Like this?
I think you're both just there.
Are we both just there? I mean, that.
I think you're both there. Because those moments are kind of lucid like that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where it's like, you know what's happening, you know what you're doing, but also it kind of feels unreal.
Yeah.
So I think in those moments you're both there.
Which, I mean, if that's the case.
If that's the case, another version of me is having some crazy dreams, if you know what I mean.
And I was just about to say that if you have had a sexual dream about me or Sage, what's up? But no,
Jesus,
like,
calm down.
But no, seriously, like, some of those dreams, man, they do get so elusive and so real that it's hard to tell the definition of reality until you wake up and you're just like, did I actually do that? No. And that's where I think the problem is, especially with some people, is the fact that they have these cheating dreams where they're just like, no, it was so real. You were cheating on me. Or just like, how could you fucking do that to me? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know how some people can do that. Like, I know your feelings feel hurt, but it wasn't real. Like, and you have to know that. Yep. There can't be actually people mad about fucking dreams out there, are they? Like, well, if it happened in my dream, maybe it happened in real life and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's my subconscious telling me that you did this stuff.
Yeah, and I won't deny. We did just talk about deja vu and future vision. Mm-hmm. So we can't, like, say that that's not true. But also, you know, your mind knows all your deepest fears and stuff. Like my drowning children, you know?
Yeah.
Those aren't deja vu. You know, that's not actually going to happen. My kids know how to swim.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, is like, if you're going to sit here and fucking be like, well, I saw you, in my dream, you were fucking Mila Kunis. Where the fuck is that going to happen?
When did that happen?
Yeah,
how the fuck is that going to happen?
Yeah, that's never going to fucking happen, all right? Because, for one, she's got Ashton Kutcher, all right? I would fuck Ashton Kutcher, but no, she's not going to fucking go with me, so it's on those lines. Now, if it's like...
I think it's ones where it's the realistic versions. Like my sister,
yeah,
you know, stuff like that.
I get that, but that's where it's, instead of accusing them, just take a step back
and realize where you're coming from here.
Yeah, look.
First of all, it was a fucking dream.
Yeah, it's a fucking dream. But if that dream fucked you up that bad, that could mean that you just never initially trusted that person. So now you need to reevaluate where you stand.
And it might not be.
It's also a dream.
Also, is it the dude or that chick that he cheated with in the dream that you don't trust? Which one of them is it that you don't trust?
Yeah, you really need to break down your dream before you go and jump to conclusions. Mine are always
bitches I don't know. Like, speaking of your brain can't make out people you've never seen, when I have those dreams, it's always women I've never seen before.
Right.
And I'm always just like, you could have just invited me. Why'd you go around my back like this?
Right.
Like, we could have both been on this together.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm just like, I'm not jealous that you're cheating. I'm jealous that you didn't invite me.
Well, you know, I mean, it's just one of those. Like, I have those same
Like, fine,
same
go
ones,
fuck your girl. I'm gonna go fuck somebody else then.
Right, and I've had those dreams where I'm just like, can't believe you cheated on me, all this and that. But then at the same time, when I wake up, I'm just like, why the fuck was I mad? Why didn't I just be like, hey, scoot the fuck over, like, let me in, or some shit like that? So it's one of those, like, you just got to really assess it, and just remember that when your eyes wake up and you look around and you see that you're back in reality, it was just a dream.
Yeah, become back in your reality.
You're reading too much into your dream about that it's a possibility or it's true, all this and that you're letting things. You're going to ruin your actual relationship and shit by doing that shit. Just let it go and rationalize it. And if you can't rationalize it,
I'm not saying, hey,
talk about it without getting upset.
Yeah. I'm going to say this from personal experience. Sometimes you got to take a breather and realize where your headspace is and all that kind of stuff before you go get mad about shit. Because, like I said, I've had those cheating dreams. I've had one that was really realistic. And, like, I knew the person, we both knew the person, and it was pretty bad for me.
Mm.
You don't know about this because I didn't tell you because it was stupid, and I realized that I didn't need to get on to you for it. It was just a fucking cheating dream. And I know that was on me, not you.
Mm.
I might have told you about it, I probably joked about it, but it actually did mess me up for a couple days. But I was very aware that it was just a fucking dream, even though it fucked with me for days. Like, how stupid is that? So that's why I'm saying, I understand, girls. I understand where you're coming from. The feeling was real, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The heart. The sadness in the dream, man. That shit was real. But it wasn't, girl. It wasn't real.
I'm gonna say this: like, if you have those dreams, okay, and if you wake up and you're just like, what the fuck? Here's a way you guys can deal with it. Guys, girls, all this and that. I don't give a shit if you're gay, straight. Doesn't matter to me. Here's how you can take care of it. If you wake up with that kind of dream, go over and give your partner oral. And do it the best you can. Give everything you fucking got into it. Because when they wake up, they're going to be like, damn. All right. Or, you know.
I'm sorry, but if you just had a cheating dream, I am not sucking your dick.
No. You better fucking do it. Because
no, I am not touching you. I'm not touching you after you cheated on me.
And that's why. Is because you're so upset that you're not willing to get past and work on that by saying, no, it was a fucking dream. And I know it's a dream because here's why. And then you're going to do that. And you're going to be like, this is why. This is why I don't think it would ever happen.
Now, every time you do that to me, I'm going to think you had a cheating dream.
Well, see, there you go. You're just starting to think that I'm doing it already, and I haven't even done shit. But no, I mean, just find ways to fucking work through it. And, I mean, everybody's happier with getting eaten out or a blowjob. I mean, shit.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, every time I have a cheating dream, I'm going to make you eat me out.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I'll be like, yeah, he would never, because if he did, he wouldn't be doing this right now. I'm gonna grab your head.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, do it that way. Flip it on yourself. There you go. But honestly, I think we're gonna end that one here.
Oh, I was gonna ask, have you ever had a cheating dream?
Yeah, I said that already.
I don't know, where you were the one cheating.
Yeah, I've already said that already.
Well, have you had a dream I was the one cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the one you said. Saying, have you had a dream where you cheated?
Where I've cheated, yeah. And I woke up and I'm just like, no, I don't think I'd actually go through with that. I mean, it's not like something I was just like thinking of all the time of like, oh yeah, no, I'd love to cheat on her, and it just became a dream.
Yeah,
it's like it was just one of those that happened, and I'm just like, and I actually felt disgusted with myself of just like, oh man, why? No, I would actually not do that.
Low. That was low.
Yeah, like I'm just like, I wouldn't actually not do that. So why the fuck did I dream of something like that? But and that's also another thing is just remember that your dream is a subconscious version of you that is able to do whatever the fuck you want. So just have fun with it and enjoy it and just
That's why
just go with it.
I'm saying like I don't believe in. Well, can you really believe in cheating dreams? Because they're dreams, you know?
Now, if it became a reality, then you could sit there and say, okay, that was a feeling I should have gone with. But if you don't have any evidence or any of that to prove that this person is doing that to you, then don't fucking overreact on it. Just let it go. And if it happens, it happens. I mean, you can't stop it. Your dream's not warning you. It's not doing any of that. It's just your subconscious saying, hey, you're here
It's
in
your
a safe
feet, yeah.
space to do whatever the fuck you want, and here it is.
Yeah. Don't act on it in real life, though.
Yes.
Without your partner's permission, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But that's on a different subject. That's not about dreams.
Yep.
If you want to hear about that, go back and listen to some of our past podcasts.
Yep. The Live, Laugh, and Red Flags. We got those out there. We'll talk about a lot of that shit. But I think I'm pretty good on dreams because I'm getting even more tired talking about them, and
Yep.
I think I want to nap because
About to go have a dream.
I am tired. So, other than that, guys, if you're out there dreaming, just dream it up and try not to have a weird thought that'll change it from a happy dream to
Unless
a
it's
fucked
about
up
ours. I mean, unless it's about us. Then have those weird thoughts.
one. Yep. You can think about us all you want in your dreams, and we'll be there to help you out. Other than that, just enjoy life. Just live it to the fullest, and let's try to change our parallel universe that we're in since 9/11 by taking over our government. Other than that, don't hurt anybody, don't cause no harm, and fuck it up, Buttercup, because you only get one, because I've said what I said.
Kika.